Hare Krishna. When the discussion subject is close to the heart, the discussers' hearts come close to each other. Suppose we discuss something with someone. Suppose our car is damaged and we go to a car mechanic and ask. The car mechanic says, okay, this problem part has a problem, we'll do this to fix it. We have a discussion with that person about that. Now that doesn't really form much of a bond between us. But suppose we were if we were car aficionados, and there's somebody else also who is mad for cars, and when the two people start discussing about cars, at that time, that discussion, because the cars are close, the subject is close to their hearts, then discussing about that subject brings both of them close to each other. This principle is what is demonstrated in the Bhagavad Gita. Now, some people may treat the Bhagavad Gita as an abstract philosophical treatise, and it talks about so many complex subjects. This yoga, this kind of dharma, this kind of karma. All these are very abstract subjects. And when two people with this attitude of the Bhagavad Gita being very abstract or complex or philosophical, when they come and discuss the Bhagavad Gita, it is more or less a perfunctory duty. It does not deepen their appreciation for the Gita much, nor do they to come close to each other. It's like a formal education on some technical subject, which can happen, say, when say we may go to some course on how to use a particular gadget or a particular app or something like that, which is not really immediately connected with our life, but we need to know it. So with philosophy, some people may feel that we don't even need to know it. So this attitude is what keeps us distanced, our heart distanced from the Gita. Now, if we see, when Krishna speaks the Bhagavad Gita, to Arjuna, the Bhagavad Gita is the original conversation is between Krishna and Arjuna. And in one sense, the Gita is a conversation that is replayed each time when there are two people who discuss the Gita. So in this case, Krishna, when he tells Arjuna that Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuyah Shrunu me Paramam Vachah Ishtosi me Drudhamiti Tato Vakshami Te Hitam. So in 18.64, he states Sarva Guhyatamam Bhuyah, that is the most confidential knowledge I am speaking to you. Shrunu me Paramam Vachah. These are the highest words that I am speaking. Paramam Vachaha. And why am I speaking this? Ishtosi me Drudhamiti. Ishtosi me Drudhamiti. That you are very, very dear to me. You are very dearly loved by me. I am determined to love you. Drudhamiti. Drudha is determined. Tato Vakshami Te Hitam. And therefore I am speaking this Te Hitam, for your benefit. So here Krishna is revealing that he is speaking this knowledge as a heart-to-heart communication. The Bhagavad Gita has a lot of profound philosophy in it, but the philosophy is a means by which is the groundwork, the platform on which Krishna gives his message of love. Essentially, the Bhagavad Gita is Krishna's love being revealed to all of us, so that we can learn to move closer to him, to attain him, and we can direct our heart from the objects of this world towards the Supreme. That is the essential purpose of the Bhagavad Gita. So here, if we consider the further point, that for Krishna, because this is a message of love, it is very close to his heart, and that's why he says, Arjuna, you are very dear to me. They are already related to each other as friends, and this intimate discussion, Krishna is sharing his heart. It's a discussion of great intimacy for Krishna, and that brings him also intimately close to Arjuna. Both of them come close to each other. Similarly, when we want to discuss the Bhagavad Gita, when we want to study the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna, he says that if we study it in a very dry academic context, okay, this is a group of, this is a book of a Hindu sect, of one Hindu subsect called Vaishnavas, and they consider it a sacred book, and it was spoken so and so years ago at such a time. Then with a dry, distanced attitude, when we study it, then it will not appeal to our heart, it will not come close to our heart, it will not transform our heart. And the Bhagavad Gita's conclusion is that Arjuna is transformed. He says at the end of the Gita, Nashto moha smriti labdha tat prasadan mayachyuta itosmi gata sandeha karishye vachanam tava. So he says that I will do your will, I surrender to you, I harmonize with you. And that is actually an expression of love. When say in love, people may say, your wish is my command. So Krishna is Arjuna saying something like that. So it's a message of love that has transformed Arjuna's heart. Arjuna is also expressing his intimate connection with Krishna. Similarly, when we study the Bhagavad Gita, not from dry academic scholars who study the Bhagavad Gita merely as an academic book, but when we study it from those who are devoted to the Gita, those who love the Gita, then those who love the Lord who is revealed through the Gita and the Lord's love which is revealed through the Gita, then our hearts will also come close to those who are sharing the Gita's wisdom with us, and our hearts will also come close to the Gita. And thus, the Bhagavad Gita will be revealed as a heart-to-heart conversation that brings a heart transformation. Thank you. Hare Krishna.